Welcome to another run here on American Truck Simulator. What is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good. I'll be back here in the old Jack Burton skin again. So, yeah, we got a load of empty pallets going from Eugene to Lakeview. So, got over here. Shut this off for now. But yeah, we're over here at Lakeview at the steel plant. And taking a load of empty pallets to Lakeview at Xena Forest Products. Not sure why they're getting empty pallets, but hey, whatever. We'll truck to them. Probably gonna take a nap on this run. Says we're gonna be an hour short, so and it's getting late enough now. Anyways, I kind of like to take my naps around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock usually. So, without further ado, we're gonna shut up and get going here because we got a ways to go. What the hell did I hit on? Oh, probably rubbed on that stupid wall. There's usually nobody coming down this road, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Don't hit the fence like every episode. But we got a rest stop coming up for too long. I think another hour or so probably. Okay, we're gonna go. Whew.
Get ready to turn left.
That's kind of dumb how they got that set up. One freaking stoplight right after another. Well, it's not a dark and stormy night like Jack Burton likes, but it's getting dark anyway. Now you can really see how much that, what the glow of the lights look like and everything like that, so. But yeah. The old, navigation even glows up bluish color, which I'm sure you guys have seen that in other videos with the green, but. This guy here. Yeah, that's what's weird. There for a while it was raining like all the time, and now it seems like I'm not getting usually too much rain. I don't know. I haven't adjusted anything in the game, so.
Keep right. And then exit right. Exit right.
these chuckleheads too. Oh yeah, a load of house prefabs, whatever the heck they call them. That's another load I haven't done yet.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Yeah, we're still in Oregon right now. I think I'm gonna actually kind of work my way down to California and stuff. Maybe do some more California trucking. Maybe get over to Utah. We'll just kind of see how things go and where loads take us, really, I guess. So, but yeah, back here in the old Jack Burton Pork Chop Express skin. Um, Probably gonna do another episode or two in this skin, just because I don't feel like jumping around skins and stuff all the time. And like I said before, I really dig this and stuff like that. And with the white and blue, you see the white steering wheel and hood and everything. But then the blue knob and the blue lights, everything just kind of pops real nice, and definitely like that. So find a place. I think we got a place coming up to sleep here pretty soon. But doing a little bit of night trucking. I don't like driving, just spending the whole time driving at night. But I don't mind driving at night a little bit, here and there. Like I don't want to see the majority of my driving shift being done at night. So yeah, like I said in another episode about the Pluto app, in the last episode. Yeah, it's a free one. Um, they've got, on-demand stuff, but they also have, like live TV on there too, so it's kind of neat, kind of nice. I like it. So, like I said, it's free, so um, that's another good thing. And that's where that Gangland Undercover was on. So that's a pretty good freaking show. It's been fictionalized a little bit, obviously. Names and stuff have been changed and all that kind of shit, but based on this guy Charles Falco, who was able to infiltrate the Vagos, the Mongols, and the Outlaws. So kind of neat. Started out, he was a meth cook, and he was making, like, I think he said $100,000 a month cooking meth for this guy and stuff like that. And he had everything, big fancy house, badass cars. And sooner or later his wife gets hooked on the shit as well as himself, and she ends up taking off and leaving and everything, and he's kind of fucked. So then he decides he's gonna do this and do it in exchange for lessening his prison sentence and whatnot originally, and then he kind of decides he wants to get back in this thing, maybe right some of them wrongs that he had and everything else and all that kind of stuff, and actually do good for once instead of being a piece of shit. So he decides that's what he's gonna do. And it's a pretty good show. The crazy fucking guys on that show that like, well, that's part of that whole 1% life, A lot of times you either end up dead or in prison. I mean, that's just kind of part of it, but for a reason, they just keep getting bigger and bigger and more powerful and stuff, and it's pretty crazy, all this shit that goes on and happens and can happen and all that, so, yeah. But like at one point they make them take a lie detector test to get into one of the clubs, and it's like, holy shit, dude. And they don't fuck around. Especially, since other informants, have been able to get into these clubs, they paranoia a lot of them cases, it's with those clubs and stuff, paranoia is right at the surface all the time. So, that's kind of the main thing. Um, so, and then especially, after other informants were able to infiltrate, they don't fuck around. They're not gonna be taking no chances and shit, and they're gonna try to, you know, keep things as safe for them as possible, by putting people through tests and all of that kind of stuff. So, which, I mean, I guess if you're in that business and that's what your livelihood is, yeah, you got to be kind of smart about it, I would think, you know. um, but yeah, it's definitely a good show to check out, and it's on Tubi, or not Tubi, Pluto. You can get that on your Roku, or your phone too, I believe, tablet, whatever. But yeah, definitely a good show to check out. Um, it's it's pretty cool. It was on the History Channel, so um, it's only 2 seasons of it. They were talking about doing a third, but I think partway through the first or second season they decided, nah, they're not gonna do it. Bro, you don't need to slow the fuck down that far just to merge. Holy shit. With all the updates and everything else, can we have one update where the frickin' AI is smarter than that? Ugh. Seems like these AI drivers are dumber than a box of shit. There's gotta be a rest stop coming up soon. Okay, we're getting there. My guy's getting tired. It's a little bit later than I like the truck, at night, but oh well. It's all good. Kind of like my real life, really, I guess. I don't go to bed until midnight. But no, it's definitely a good show, and they kind of show some interesting things and stuff like that, and kind of learn a little bit, and that's kind of what I like about shows. I do tend to watch a lot of documentaries and things like that, just simply because I like to learn things. Okay, let's see here. Alright, we're just gonna pull up ahead of this guy. I'm not gonna try to bother getting into a spot. Yeah, run the Jakes in the parking lot. Wake up, fuckers. Get this straightened out a little bit. Oh, there's some rain. No dark and stormy nights. Just cloudy and rainy fucking days. uh, oh shit. Duh, I started it up once. Probably get these wipers going a little faster here. Yeah, I should need my lights on. They don't really do anything anyway. yeah, definitely a show worth checking out. Um, like I said, it's on Pluto. It's all free and stuff, and they've got all kinds of shows on there. Um, you can even watch like Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge on there and stuff like that. So definitely cool to check out. Got lots of cool movies on there and stuff. Um, so yeah, it's a pretty good movie or pretty good app to have. So, but okay, I should get my lights on. Everybody else has theirs on. It's kind of a bitch to see, but yeah. And like I said, catching up on mines and stuff, and um, recording this the same day as the last video, so haven't gotten any further on that. Like I said, season 6 or season 2, like episode 6 or something like that. So um, haven't gotten any further on that. Um, but it's one of those things. Oh, you gonna pull me in for an inspection this time? Dicks. Oh shit. But yeah, definitely like that show. Um, when I think I was first out of high school, that's when Sons was on, which I have the whole series on DVD there. Um, but oh shit, you can't really see. I'm gonna say sometimes, yeah, just the trucks on the scale. Fuck the trailer, right? 90,000 pounds. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely dig the skin. I'm glad I did it. It turned out nice, actually. Um, but anyways, yeah, back to Mayans. So, like I said, I had Sons on DVD, the whole series, and that came out when I was in high school, or fresh out of high school. Um, ooh, shit. Well, we're gonna keep going. Um, but so that was kind of a new, interesting show then. Um, wasn't really anything like it on TV at that point. I mean, Kurt Sutter did a pretty decent job on that as far as originality and stuff. Um, but you know, and that lasted for 7 years, which is pretty decent amount of time for a TV show. I mean, really, in all honesty, 7 years is not bad. Um, but when that show ended or whatever, I feel like they should have ended Sons better. I don't know. For me personally, it just kind of seemed like it was rushed, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit of an afterthought. Um, but I don't know. It's one of those things. I guess they did what they had to do, and blah blah blah. It was kind of the show was kind of running its course anyway. Um, I just wish they would have ended it a little bit better. But and then of course when Mines came out, um, I first talked about that, and I was like, well, I don't know if it's going to be Sons or not. Obviously it's an offshoot, spin-off, whatever you want to call it. Um, but I didn't know if it was going to be as good as Sons. Which, Sons of Anarchy, there was kind of a hole there after that show was said and done. So, seeing something else come in to kind of replace it was kind of a cool thing. And I thought, hey, maybe something pretty good will come out of this and stuff like that. And of course, that King Arthur one that Kurt Sutter did, I didn't really particularly care for that show too much. I mean, I really didn't. I didn't think that show was all that great. So when they're talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing Mines now, I thought, oh boy, hopefully it's not a disaster. Um, Nothing against Kurt Sutter, but it just kind of seemed like King Arthur was just like, well, what am I gonna put on TV now? I gotta put something on there. And that show, I never really got into it. Um, But like, yeah, when Mayans was being discussed, I was like, well, hopefully we do it good. The show will be nice and be like a Sons. Kind of to that caliber. And boy, was I surprised when that came out. I mean, the very first episode, you've got shit blowing up, and this guy's an informant. It's just holy shit. Start off with a bang, and like I said, I gotta tell you, I think I like Mayans better than Sons. I really do. You've got the fucked up humor like was in the first one, or like in Sons. Like Tiggy. Um, Tiggy's a fucked up dude. But there is some of that stuff in Mayans, and that's kind of the whole point of what Sons was. There was all kinds of action, but it was funny. There was a lot of really funny stuff in there. So I was definitely glad to see that. And some of that morbid shit, like one guy saying, picking up a severed head and being like, "Well, her mouth is open. You think it's enough? I can get my dick in there?" And I'm just like, "Oh my god, that is so fucked up." I was like, "My god, that is messed up." But it's that's just another Minds is just another good show that I really do enjoy, and so far I'm really liking it. And they're not cutting corners. There's not, you know, it doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel, you know, like okay, we got to do this. Like at the end of Sons. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's still surprises and things like that in that, but that's just there's always plot twists on Mayans. Like every episode, some shit's happening. And especially with like Happy, being the thing, might be Happy's the one that killed their mom and stuff, and all that kind of stuff. And it's pretty cool how they've tied Sons into it. But Jesus Christ, bro, you fucking trying to get yourself killed? Fuck, you don't need to come to a complete fucking stop to turn. Holy shit. Fucking jackass. Again, AI. Can we get smarter AI, please? Holy shit. I don't care about walking around in the showroom or rolling down fucking windows. Can we get smarter AI? Holy shit, bro. But anyways, sorry about that. But anyways, as we're talking about. But yeah, it doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel. It just. It's crazy. Right off the bat, we're doing some shit. Every episode's something's happening. Something crazy's going on. Or you're getting tidbits of information that you got to pay attention to because in the next episode it's coming up, or maybe it's gonna come up down the line. You never know. So that's kind of what I like about that show. It's fast paced, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta slow down and kind of listen and pay attention to what the fuck's going on. That's not one of those shows that you can put on the background while you're cooking supper, or that you're, it's just kind of background noise when you're doing something else. Like a lot of times, like when I'm playing this, I like put like stand-up comedy and stuff in the background when I'm playing, so I got something else. And for me, putting stand-up on the background, it's kind of like having like Sirius radio, like the comedy channel on that. We used to listen to that a lot when I was traveling with my parents and stuff. So that's kind of what it is like for me. But anyways, no, that is. I definitely do not have Mayans playing on the background when I'm doing this. Absolutely not, because you're gonna miss shit. You're gonna. It's one of those shows you definitely gotta watch. You definitely gotta pay attention to, and I definitely like that. I like shows. Don't get me wrong. I love to laugh, but I definitely like shows that make you think, that make you question things, make you, okay, what's going on with this, and is this person actually who they're supposed to be, or who they say they are, and things like that. I mean, when Alvarez stepped down as president of the Mayans to go be this dude's head of security, I was like, holy fuck, I did not see that shit coming. I mean, I really didn't. I was like, holy fuck. But you know, it's kind of those things. And the guy that plays Alvarez, Emilio Rivera. Sorry if I'm butchering his fucking name. Um, but I'm on his page on Facebook, and he just himself is just a very down to earth guy and a very cool guy, and he does a lot of neat things and does things for charities and shit like that. So you're playing this just dude who's not scared of shit, and fuck it, this guy's gotta die, this guy's gotta die, and you, you know, you're, you're kind of got your hands in charities and stuff, My biggest thing is I have no idea how he slicks his hair back like that. I want to be able to fucking do that. Dude is just a badass dude. But yeah, the show is definitely I'm definitely pleased with it. Holy shit! I mean, that's just a cool thing that train's coming, right? But no, I was definitely pleased with where they went with that show. But I've always been fascinated by like one percenter clubs, anyways. Um, which in Wisconsin here, if anybody knows anything about bikers and one percenter clubs, it's an outlaw state. Illinois, I don't know, maybe I might be mistaken, but as far as I know, oh, right there. But Illinois was a Hell's Angels state, and yeah, those two have had a pretty long, bloody fucking history. But yeah, one percenter clubs have always fascinated me. And part of me thinks it'd be cool to do. Not necessarily saying I want to participate in murders or drug dealings, but just that lifestyle of fuck, you're free, man. You do what you want to do when you want to do it, and ain't nobody gonna fucking tell you that you can't. But there's a lot of shit that goes. Put it in gear, dumbass. There's a lot of shit that goes along with that. So, yeah, I'm in a lot of ways I'm more than comfortable just playing Jack Burton. um, yeah, there might be dark and stormy nights in the game, but I'm not getting shot at or anything. um, but that's definitely one of those things that's always fascinating, though. And obviously, I'm not the only one because they wouldn't be making TV shows about it if it didn't fascinate other people. So it's kind of hard to see where I'm at here. Yeah, we're still good on that side. We need to cut it back this way a little bit. Oh shit, we're doing good, bro. Although I think we're gonna pull it up a little bit so we can get this straightened out. And he's gonna come hook some logs. Hopefully he doesn't grab my trailer. uh, but yeah, it's always been kind of a fascinating thing. My mom actually, David LaBrava, he's got a Facebook page too, but his book, because he was an actual Hell's Angel, so he's obviously got a lot of experience in that, and he was originally just hired to be like a bike mechanic type thing, but they needed him to fill in for some guy, and they liked how he acted, and he never left. But his book, I haven't had a chance to read it yet. My mom gave it to me, but it's supposed to be pretty good. But anyways, yeah. So we got over here at the lumber yard. or well, log company. I'm guessing this is where they probably mill into 2x4s and all kinds of stuff, and they probably make mulch and shit. So, when I worked at the Case IH dealer, we used to take all of our pallets to this place called TriStar Mulch, and they ground up the pallets to make mulch for like your gardens and stuff. So, it definitely actually kind of makes sense now. Especially when we actually drop it off at the mill rather than the logging site. So yeah, I'm guessing they're sawing logs and making mulch and shit here. So, but anyways, got over here safe and sound. Old Jack Burton got her done again. No issues. So yeah. Probably gonna do another run with the Jack Burton skin. At least one more. Probably more like two more videos with this Pork Chop Express skin. Like I said, that has been released. It was released right before I recorded the first one with this. So yeah, you can go ahead and check that out. I always have my link to my skins in the description. So everything else, engines, transmissions, this Pete add-on pack, those are all in the Steam Workshop. You can get the add-on pack from other sites, but I just got it from Steam. I have a copy backed up from another site anyways, just in case. But, yeah, you can find all that kind of shit on the Steam Workshop. So, you can find all that there. But, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the love. Appreciate the views. I really do. Generally, my views I'm getting like 20 views a week on my videos, which I'm cool with, What the hell? I love doing the videos anyway. So, is my YouTube channel going to take off? Probably not, but who knows? Something could happen. But yeah, so thanks for that. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the skin downloads. Probably going to be making a few more skins here for too long. But it got to the point where I was skinning more than I was playing the game, so I just kind of wanted to get back and playing the game. So, without further ado, thank you guys for watching and everything else. Till the next run, take it easy, guys.